Hello, everyone. My name is Meredith Taylor, and I'm the Community Relations Manager for City Current. I want to thank you for joining me today as I sit down to chat with Melissa Spradlin, Executive Director of Bookem, about ways that we can continue to get involved and give back at a time when social distancing and being at home seem to be the new norm. So how are you today, Melissa?
I'm doing well. How are you, Meredith?
I'm wonderful. Thank you so much for joining me today. How have you guys had to adjust and adapt your programming?
We've made a lot of accommodations here. We wanted our volunteers to remain healthy. So kind of what we've done is we've received special permission to operate as an essential business because we're working directly with Metro Nashville Public Schools to provide a resource that their students don't have. Having one volunteer come in for a 2-hour shift at a time. We are following really strict protocols, washing hands often, disinfecting everything a person touches in between volunteers, and distancing ourselves here at the office. We have one person working in the book room at a time. We have somebody else in our open office area, and that's it. And those people are helping us get book bags together so that we can safely hand out resources and books to families who are visiting the MNPS meal site distributions. So when families come by to pick up breakfast and lunch, they do a drive-through system. It's grab and go. Somebody with gloves on is handing them that bag of food. It's in a Ziploc bag. And then they have the option of coming over to our station at that school on a certain day where they can get a bag of books. The bag has 2 or 3 books in it that are appropriate for particular ages and grades, along with some fun literacy resources. We're providing our volunteers who are helping with the actual distributions out at the school meal sites with masks and gloves, hand sanitizer, tissues, water, pretty much everything that they need to stay safe. There's really no direct contact because you're handing them a bag of books and they're taking it from you through their car window. So we've tried to be as cautious as we can, but it's so gratifying. We've had parents who have asked, do we need to bring this back? And we're like, no, these are for you to keep. And they're like, oh, that's great. It just validates that what we're doing is essential right now. It is a lifeline in a lot of ways for these families. Books are good for our mental health. They help us engage. They help us escape. They help us learn. They just meet so many of our needs, especially when we can't be as social as we would like to be.
Can you talk a little bit about virtual or at-home volunteer opportunities?
Yes, we also have virtual opportunities. So there are a couple of things people can do. They can participate in our Spring Clean Quarantine Book Drive. And basically all we're asking is that go through your books at home. If you have books that are not your favorites, that you're ready to pass on to someone else who would love them, then pack those up in a box and hold on to them. This is not going to last forever. At some point, we will be able to accept book donations from the public again through our regular drop-off system. But it's a great time to just kind of feel like, there is something you can do, especially if you have kids, and it's something fun for them to go through their books and say, oh, I love this book. I can't give this one away. Or I love this book and I want somebody else to love it and I can give it away. You know how kids are. They're just precocious and wonderful. But, it's a good family activity to go through and to let your kids know that this is one way we can help other families that don't have as many books as we have. We also are asking people to read books and tape themselves. So we have a little program we're calling Oh, the Books Will Read. And a lot of our volunteers are having a good time reading books aloud and sharing the pictures and asking questions and making it interactive. And we've got volunteers who are editing them for us from Belmont, some of the students that need volunteer hours. So we're we're recruiting people to help edit videos, send them in, and then our webmaster has created a web page where we're going to post them. So just reach out to us if you want to do that. We'd love to have more people. Another thing we're asking people to do is just write a note of encouragement to a student. And if you want to write several, have your whole family write them and just slip them in the mail to us, and we'll get them out to students as they're picking up.
Melissa, thank you so much. I so appreciate your time, and I just appreciate that you're continuing to power the good in our community. Thank you.
Thanks, Meredith.